Pete, can you just give us your overall impressions? Obviously, haven't seen the film, but overall impressions, please, sir.
No, I've already seen the film. I get that done. So I have everything in this steel trap right there. Well, we started really poorly. We had a really hard time. I don't know why it stopped, but the officials, got us 5 times that we assessed penalties, and there was a few other ones that they let go. It was a miserable looking first quarter. And we were kind of hung in the game as far as trying to win the game. We didn't run the ball very well in the first half. We really didn't do much of anything very well, but we stayed close, and so it was the opportunity for us to face that up and then come on back and see what you can do in the second half to finish the game. And it was a marvelous second half for our guys as a team. We did so many cool things that we weren't able to do. We ran the ball better. We protected the quarterback better. The quarterbacks made their throws. The guys made their catches and gave us a chance to win the football game in the last play of the game. And that's kind of all we can hope for. Played Grant taught me that a long time ago. So it winds up being a tie. Too bad. I thought that Trevor Mai had 2 huge plays in the game. The big sack he gets, but also he blocked a kick. He said he never blocked a kick in his life, so welcome to the NFL. And then Cam and Shed with his touchdown catch, gorgeous play. But just our ability to keep coming back and keep coming back and keep coming back. The sidelines was electric. The guys understood what we were talking about. We've been talking about it. It just takes one play at the end if you can get it done. And we got a chance to feel that. The most important thing is that we take that forward, and that we know that we ain't never done and it ain't never over, and we're going to keep hanging until we get a chance to win the game.
Any update on Alex Bachman?
He's fine. He's had an ankle that's bothered him, and he just wrenched it a bit, came back, he was ready, he played after that.
I know you'll go back and look at the film, but in terms of the run defense, there were a couple of...
Yeah, we made some really glaring errors. We made errors, and a couple times when we were pressuring, we just didn't get stuff cleaning up. So, but as the game went on, we played way better. And I thought they did a nice job running the football. I thought that was a really obvious part of their game, and we need to do better.
Cam Miller gets in there for the first time and leads you on a couple scoring drives. Getting thrown into the fire the way you did and responding the way you did.
Yeah, but we knew that he would get the chance in the fourth quarter to do this, and he did a terrific job. Yeah, I'm so proud of him for hanging in there through all those situations. If you remember, it was almost like the mock game. It's just about like that game. And so he kind of did the same thing there too. So we really credit to him and the guys that made the catches and
I think I counted 22 rookies on the field tonight. Is it just good to get to allow those guys or let those guys get a little taste of it?
It's hard to assess how valuable that is. Guys playing in the first NFL game and the crowd's a nice crowd and all of that, and had to silent count the whole game for the offense. We hung together on the sidelines, and everybody kept fighting, and you could feel the surge of the comeback, and you could feel it occurring, and that's really important for these guys to understand that. I feel kind of used to it, but it doesn't mean I don't enjoy it, man. It's as good as it gets right there.
What was the experience like being back here, just kind of from a different perspective?
I'm sorry to tell you that it wasn't like it was something obvious. It was a football game, and I've been fighting worse for other people my whole life, coaching, and so I'm out with my team, and we were battling, and it was cool to be here. I loved it here. I've always loved the whole. The whole experience that we had here, all those years together and all of that, and I don't forget that, and I don't disrespect that one bit, but it didn't translate to something crazy to me. It was just an opportunity to play in a great setting, and thanks to League for putting us in this game when they figured it out. It was a good idea, and it's been a good one to look forward to, and I thought we handled it all right. I just wish we would have played better.
Was it weird at all, any moment?
No. Only that there was a couple times when guys made plays, and I'm looking at the screen in the end zone, and I thought that was our guys making a play. That did happen a couple times.
Pete, it's rare that defensive lineman gets called for 2 holding penalties on the same drive. Did you get any explanation there from?
Yeah, I did. I didn't like it, yeah. But it wasn't that the official didn't give him a warning, and then he did it, and then he did it again, and he was torquing a little bit. It's just not a call that early in the season. I wish he would have warned him a couple times, and we would have got him out of the game or whatever we needed to do. Would have told me about it. I got nothing. Those are big penalties in that game. Really big penalties, and it's just giving your opponent free yards and first downs and stuff like that. If you do that, it's really hard to win.
set? Okay, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.